Justin Williams from The Athletic.
Hi, Justin.
Just tell me a little bit about your relationship with Coach Fickle and how that might have led to you coming back here for this position now.
Well, that's completely why I'm back here. I love Luke Fickle. I got to coach with Luke. I got to see him as a dad, first and foremost, and a husband, as a man. And I love Luke. And Luke and I have been friends since the day we met and have had a great connection since then. And so for me, conversations with Luke about ball over the last few years. I mean, we came down here and visited with him in the off season last year, and just I love Luke. I love his energy. I love his passion for the game. I love his toughness. I love everything that he stands for. I love the fact that he's a winner, and so that's why I'm back here. I love being around Luke. I really do, and so I'm excited about that.
Coach Chad Brindle, Bearcat Journal.
Hi, Chad.
Partners with Tim Adams.
Yes, sir. Good for you.
How much did you get a chance to pay attention to what Luke had been doing down here since he got here? And secondly, what does it mean to you to be able to get back close to be it back in Cincinnati?
Sure. Well, first thing is we paid close attention to them because they're playing such great defense. And then we had one crossover opponent, which was Indiana, so we watched the film of their game because we played them afterward. But studied them in the offseason last year. It's a dynamic defense. I think it's a defense that is built for the style of offensive play that you're finding in the country today. I love how hard the kids play. I love how well they tackle and run to the ball. And we were talking with Coach Tressel yesterday. I was talking about, we got to get guys on the play hard board. The play hard board is where it all begins and ends. And it really doesn't matter about a lot of other things. It's about the play hard board. And so I love that kind of attitude. About how we're going to play defense, how they do play defense here. And I'm excited to be a part of that.
Kerry, Keith Jenkins with the Cincinnati Enquirer.
Hi, Keith.
Cincinnati's losing 2 All-American corners.
Yeah.
How much are you excited by the challenge of replacing those guys? And also, have you had an opportunity to kind of dive into who you're inheriting, maybe Arquan Bush and those other guys?
Absolutely. Had a great chance to see those kids work out today in an early mat drill. It didn't officially start until yesterday, but I've had a great chance to watch some of their film. Now, a lot of it is practice film, right? Because they didn't get as much game time experience as those 2 kids that are going to be drafted. But they've been in a room with guys who are playing at the highest level in the country, and I think that that's really, really important. They understand what that looks like. They understand what the standard is at the University of Cincinnati, and I got to tell you, it's a good-looking group, and I'm excited to coach them. I'm excited to work with them. I like their energy, their demeanor. I like everything about them. So I can't wait to get in there and really get practicing.
Hey, Coach Coombs, Neil Meyer with the Front Office News.
Hi, Neil.
As Keith mentioned, losing 2 All-Americans. What's been your first impressions of this defensive backcourt as well as 4-star J.Q. Hardaway so far? Well,
it's a good core, and all 3 of the freshmen are going to be very, very talented players here. Not just J.Q., although he will be. It's a long group by and large. It's a fast group. It's a physical group, and it's a competitive group. And so it's fun to be around them right now and to watch them. I can't give you a great evaluation of everything about them yet because that wouldn't be fair. But I'm really excited about what I see.
There's a long list of great Colerain players who have come through this door and really made a strong impact. Huh? I feel like started there with you, maybe. I mean, how cool is it, at least from afar, to see these Colerain guys come in here and make a strong impact here for Cincinnati?
Well, there was a time when we were here the first time around, we had 5 kids from Colerain and 5 kids from Elder, and those kind of tough West Side kids, that were just lining up and playing ball, and I know how Luke feels about them, and so I'm very proud of the Colerain kids that are here. That's my school. That's where I grew up. I'm born and raised in that community. My children went to that school. My wife went to that school. And so I'm proud to see those kids play and compete like they do, and excited for that. And I love the fact that we are recruiting Cincinnati kids and Ohio kids and tough kids and lining up and playing ball. And that is really exciting to me, because I don't think there's any better high school football played anywhere in the country than there is right here in our backyard. And we're going to find good, tough, hard-nosed kids and line them up and play, because it means a lot to them. It means a lot to them to play for their city. And I'm excited about that, really excited about that.
Corner's the flashy one that everybody wants to talk about, but Coach Fickle's a special teams guy.
Yes, he is.
You're a special teams guy. This
Try to
has
be.
been an outstanding special teams unit.
Right.
How excited are you to continue what has been built? Because you don't have to rebuild special teams here. You have to keep it going.
Special teams is all about effort and attitude, right? It's effort and attitude. It's 4 to 6, A to B. It's going as hard as you can. Actually, in special teams plays are more like 10 to 12, A to B, right? They're longer plays. But it's the gateway to playing. It's the gateway to playing offense and defense. If you're not playing special teams, you don't deserve to play offense and defense. And so that level of competition to get on the field, whether it's covering kicks or being on the punt team, that's critical here. And it's valued, and it should be. And I'm excited to be working with that group as well. It gives me a chance to stand in front of the team and talk to them, and I love that. And Luke is passionate about special teams. He's going to coach punt. He's going to coach kickoff. That's awesome. That's not changing. And so we're fired up to be working on special teams as well.
Recruiting-wise, you obviously have the local background, the state background. At Ohio State, you have to recruit nationally a lot as well, and I know that's happened everywhere. But how do you think that will help you, and how will you carry that over to Cincinnati? Your experience recruiting nationally at Ohio State.
I think that we're going to recruit the best players in the country to play at the University of Cincinnati because we're one of the best programs in the country, and so we're not going to shy away or back away from recruiting anybody. Obviously, our emphasis is going to be local. It's going to be the 50-mile radius and then the 300-mile radius. But there are great players that have great interest in Cincinnati football. They saw an awful lot of good ball on national television played by the Bearcats this year. And kids want to be a part of that, and they should want to be a part of that. There's 6 kids at the Senior Bowl. There's going to be a lot of draft picks. It's an unbelievable university and a fantastic town. There's no reason why anybody should back away from being excited about playing at the University of Cincinnati. We're going to be recruiting, the best players in the country.
Any other questions for Coach?
What last year Coach talked about with Coach Tressel coming in, bringing fresh eyes, and it was a defense that had a lot of success, but what could he bring to elevate it and help it? For you, what do you feel like you can bring and elevate, whether it's special teams or the cornerback room?
I think that already, today and yesterday, and having conversations and learning the defense as they play it and learning the terminology, that they don't need a lot of help. My job is to coach my position and coach them really, really hard, try to, as you said, put different eyes on things. Maybe, Luke, we talked a lot about, what are things, how are people attacking us? What do you see from the outside in? That kind of stuff. And we'll have great conversation, but that's a great defensive mind, and so is Mike, and so I'm excited to be working with them and learning from them.
Thanks, Coach.
Any other questions? Thank you.
All right.